Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we are trying to do today is we are playing a deck called Open the Graves or Zombie Run or Open the Aristocrats. I really don't know. Put your on the comments below or in the chat what you guys think the name should actually be because I'm always terrible at finding them right away. But this deck is super fun and it comes from Devin Profit who is one of my patrons, and as part of the deal with that I do get to play one of his decks on the stream. So this deck is super fun. It is an aristocratic type deck with zombies and Open the Graves, and really fun, kind of based around this Ravenous Harpy, trying to grow a really big flyer as well as just using a lot of stuff that we're fine trading off with, creating creating some tokens or things that we can bring back to kind of just combo off, especially with the open the Graves here. So once we can get up to Open the Graves, and this just becomes insane. We are a little low on lands, I feel like, for that plan exactly, but this is the way that it was built, and so we're going to try it out, and I do think that this actually has a lot of potential here. So super fun. I did change up the lands a little bit. I had 3 Cabal Strongholds in the first build and Foul Orchards here. He said that I can go ahead and upgrade to the Overgrown Tombs if I wanted to. I did trade out 1 Forest for Cabal Stronghold, because I felt like we were playing too few lands to really consistently make use of that. So I wanted to make sure that we were hitting our swamps here. And then the forest is just in case we run against another Golgari deck with Assassin's Trophy. But the one thing I really like about this deck is, besides the Cabal Strongholds, Overgrown Tombs, Open the Graves is really the only rare in this deck. And I'm wanting to play a lot more of these types of decks where really what counts as a budget deck in Arena is how many rares or how many wild cards you really have to use to play it. And so there are a lot of uncommons in this deck, but only 4 rares that you have to really make this deck work. And even this one, you can come down a couple, I think, to kind of be a little bit, maybe get some card draw or something in here, or lands. But that is the deck for today. Let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, and here we go. Wish me luck. We are playing against Larry Boy. Alright, oh Larry boy, the pipes are calling. Alright, I won't do that again, I'm sorry. Alright, we'll keep that. And play the swamp, pass the turn. I like the fungal infection here. Great way to grow a board a little bit here. Oh, nothing for us. We'll play swamp, and let's just get Doom Dissenter, pass the turn. And we are drawing our lands for this Open the Grave, so this might work out very well. Ooh, perfect. Doing great so far. Go to combat. We'll see if they, like, seal away this guy. Nope, taking the 1. Sounds good. Reassembling Skeleton. Pass the turn. Alright, what you got here? Is this vampires? What are we doing? Silver Beak Griffin. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yep, pass to my turn. Double fungal infection. Interesting. Alright, so we're going to go to combat and attack in here with both. If they block either one, we are going to fungal infection here. And do we double fungal infection? I don't think we do. We can just get this guy back on their end step, so we'll pass the turn. Perfect. Alright, a reassembling skeleton. Alright. I feel like every time I play a deck on MTG Arena, like I immediately have play against the same deck or a very similar deck the first time I really play it out. And this is the first time I'm playing this one out all the way, so pretty interesting. All right, pass to my turn. All right, another fungal infection. What we're going to do is we're just going to Open the Graves here. Swing here and here. Then you can just get that back and we lose the Saproling. I guess that's okay because we get in 2 more here. I kind of want to wait to see if we can draw into Poison Tip Archer though. Alright, so they are going to block. He's going to die. We're going to create a zombie and be able to get this back. And that's exactly what we're hoping for. Alright, they get back a Resembling Skeleton. And we'll see if they have Opened the Graves here. Alright, what you got, what you got? So I feel like we're in pretty decent shape now. Okay, so Shalai. All right, so we'll play Swamp, go to combat, and attack in... We'll go with both of these guys. If they block here, no problem. I mean, we're kind of showing that we have something. And are they going to double block there? All right, so they are blocking here, which we like that. All right, so fungal infection, create a sapperling, and fungal infection. Damage. Get a couple zombies. Yep. And then we'll reassembling the skeleton on their turn. And we have a pretty decent board here. We're really hoping they don't have like Settle the Wreckage or anything like that, because that'd be pretty sad at this point. But yeah, we're doing pretty well so far. Wouldn't mind the Poison Tip Archer. Honestly, would be amazing here, as well as let's play this guy now. Poison Tip Archer and oh, there it is. Poison Tip Archer. Perfect. Perfect. All right, all-out attack. Blocks a sapperling. Yep. Sapperling dies, they lose a life, down to 7, pass the turn. And unless they have Solar Wreckage, I think we're in pretty good shape here. Possibly a Cleansing Nova now, but even that, I believe, will... Alright, so they do murder the Poison Tip Archer, which we still have a pretty decent board here. That comes in tapped. Ooh, and Poison Tip Archer. All right, perfect. That seals the deal for us. Go to combat, all attack, and there we go. Perfect. Yep, getting in for enough. That's 7 exactly. 2 more. Perfect. All right, there we go. Good job, game number 1. I am liking this deck. This is fun. So one thing I don't like about the direct challenges is that it doesn't actually trigger these at all, which I guess makes sense a little bit. But if you're playing a bunch of them, it doesn't really get it going. So I was helping show my brother how to play Magic last night. That's part of the reason I was up so late. And so I was teaching him how to play, and it was really fun. But the direct challenges don't actually help him out at all. Like, he actually had to go back after we played like 5 games and play some more to get anything to get going, get started with his deck. So we're gonna keep this. This isn't terrible. Wouldn't mind more creatures. I mean, for 20 lands, we've been having pretty land heavy hands. Swamp, pass the turn. And we might be playing against the same deck. We'll see here. Yeah, Swamp, pass the turn. Johnny's welcome. That's never good to see. Healer's Hawk. Uh-oh. We'll just go ahead and Fungal Infection now. And pass the turn. Alright, so Vicious Offerings are pretty good. If they have an Ajani's Pride Mate, it'd be nice to hold up this Vicious Offering, but I think we can go ahead and get down our Ravenous Harpy here. And swing in. Pass the turn. Legion Lieutenant. Okay. Sounds good. All the life gain. Alright, we'll just play Swamp. Go to combat. And actually, we're just going to Vicious Offering here first, so that we can swing in with both. Yep, swing all in. And end the turn. Perfect. Seal away. Alright, that's fine. Yep, resolves. And another Legion Lieutenant, which we will also Vicious Offering here, which might be a little bit greedy, but I think that's still okay to do there. We're hoping for, I mean, some good stuff here. This is where I kind of wish this deck had a little bit of card draw. It's a really fun deck, and I think there's a lot of good things going for it. Like, I'm surprised how many lands we've been drawing into. But against this life gain deck, we are running into some issues. This is an interesting deck. Alright, we'll play Overgrown Tomb tapped again. Lots of land, pass the turn. Yep. Let's see, going to combat. Yep, no blockers. Down to 18. Alright, so I'm trying to think of what we can actually have here that helps us out. Hired Poisoner doesn't quite do it. Open the Graves could help us get somewhere at least here. And we'll just pass the turn. We have plenty of mana for anything that we draw into here. Yep, swings in, no blockers. With First Strike, can't do much of anything at this point. Yep, play Swamp, pass the turn. Yep, no attackers. Hey Ryan, how are you? Thanks for joining the stream. That's my brother I was just talking about teaching the other day, so. Hey Jeff, I've been really enjoying the YouTube content. Thanks so much, Todd Life. I appreciate it. Oh man, this is so many lands in a row. How many is that in the row now? I think that's 4, 5. No attackers. Oh man. All right. Yeah, that's. I mean, this is a really slow game. It's not like they're doing much of anything. All right, now they're doing much of everything. Yep, no blocker. So I'm guessing this is just a straight up life gain deck with a Johnny's Pridemate somewhere in here. Oh my goodness. Swamp number 7. All right, yeah, pass the turn. And I think we're just a couple turns away from just conceding here. I mean, opponent's really not been doing much of anything either. Oh man, we'll trade off with a vampire now. I want to keep my Hired Poisoner just in case we run into Open the Graves here, but that's definitely a fine trade there. All right, down to 8. Oh my goodness. All right, I think we just conceded that point. I mean, how many lands was that in a row? If anyone was counting, please let me know, because that was sad. All right, so I mean, they played it well. Once they, yeah, I don't know. That's hard to deal with at that point. Oh, man. All right, here we are again against a Bellum 12. Bring it on, good sir. I like the Ajani face there. It's good. It's good face. I like your face. Yeah, this is pretty decent. We'll keep that for sure. I like the murders. I do like the type of removal that's in this deck. It's really fun. There's a lot of the removal here as well. Enters tapped. Pass the turn. Yeah. Oh man, that was a bummer. All right, so Siren Storm Tamer. Possibly mono blue tempo here. All right, we'll bring out Doom Dissenter. Pass the turn. Let's see. Is this Wizards? Is this just mono blue? Curious Obsession. Demir. Interesting. Height Self Rebooter. Takes a murder. Or Open the Graves. Either way, I think we're going to be killing it next turn. To swing in here. Yep, takes to Open the Graves. Yep, down. And I think we will kill it, especially before... I'm guessing they might have another one, though. We'll still kill it here. Murder, get back to Open the Graves, swing in for 1. And pass the turn. Alright, now we're looking for our land. Yeah, the flood was definitely real in that last game. That was pretty insane. Alright, Siren Storm Tamer coming in. And Going pretty slow so far. What else you got here? Chart a course. All right. And Overgrown Tomb. Tapped. I guess I could have untapped that one to be able to kill Doom Dissenter here afterwards. We'll just play Ravenous Chupacabra, or not Chupacabra, Ravenous Harpy, swing in for one, and pass the turn. I would like to draw into land, open the graves, and then start going off with our combo here. Because that's really where Ravenous Harpy gets insane, is being able to kill all of our guys. Like, we really just want to be able to build our board here if we can. Alright, what you got? What is this deck actually doing? Rite of Belzenlock. Interesting. Alright. Well, Open the Graves is good here. Swing in, swing in. Down to 16 past the turn. Yep, create some more clerics. We do have the murder for their demon whenever they get it. As long as they're not holding up mana for the Siren Storm Tamer, which they probably will. Alright, Stormfleet Aerialist. This is a very interesting deck. I'm guessing this is just like blue-black flyers with Rite of Belzenlock, and so probably like... I actually played a version of this before. That's pretty fun. So let's go Doom Dissenter. And we'll just pass the turn now. Actually, we'll go to combat and attack in with the Doom Dissenter. If they block, we'll just sack one to Ravenous Harpy. Alright, and pass the turn. Alright, so they are going to get this demon, which is very big and very dangerous. And they do have to sack a creature each on their upkeep. Kite Cell Freebooter. Let's go ahead and we're going to kill their Siren Storm Tamer with this, but let's go ahead and try getting their demon. I mean, I probably could have got the Aerialist instead, but I'd rather get that off the battlefield because we do have other ways to kill it in the deck. We have a couple more murders. Yep, resolves. And what you got now? They're going to attack. Alright, before we block, just making sure here, get this one. Get a couple zombies. Put a counter on this guy, block. And hopefully they don't just have removal here. Okay, Fathom Fleet. Interesting. Alright, this is pretty fun. Alright, Resembling Skeleton is good. That helps us grow our guys here pretty easily. So we can grow this to a 6-7 pretty instantly here. So we're going to go ahead and pass the turn, or actually go to combat and attack in with this fella again. Hoping they just let it go again. Alright, they take it. Pass the turn. Yep, they have to sacrifice a guy or take 6. And I don't think it's a May ability. You sacrifice if you have something, otherwise, if you only have this creature, then you take 6. Alright, let's see what they do here. Swinging in. Let's hope they swing in with this guy. Alright, so block first. So block here. Let's go here and here. And we'll just block here for fun. Alright, so 4 blockers. Now before damage, let's see if they have any combat tricks here. We're going to sacrifice, yes, this fella. Get a zombie. Sacrifice this fella. Get 2 zombies. Up to 4. Do it again. We'll sack this guy. Get a 5/6. Again. Sack this guy. Get a 6/7. Alright, and so now we're hoping that they don't have like a moment of craving or anything like that, because that really, really punishes us here. Alright, perfect. So it does work out. We have a big flyer. We have another Open the Graves, which I don't think... Does that actually double up? I think that does. Yeah, I think that does double up. So we're going to play Open the Graves, see if it hits a Sinister Sabotage here. I think it does. Lookouts Dispersal. Yep, resolves. Alright, go to combat and attack in. We're going to attack in for... I mean, I guess we swing all in. We're not blocking these guys. Alright, they're going to chump with the freebooter. That's fine. Down to 10, pass the turn. Ravenous Defense. I like that name. Wait, keep Ravenous on defense? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, probably. We don't really... I don't think we need to at this point. Are you saying with everything else there? But yeah. All right, so... Did they take down one of our Open the Graves? How did they kill one of our Open the Graves? We should have 2 out there, shouldn't we? Did I miss something? Huh. Alright, they're going to swing in. Or do something. I'm not sure what they're doing here. So we can get our engine going here next turn by just bringing out the resembling skeletons over and over again. So Doom Dissenter. Go to combat and attack in with everything. Yep, all attack. And at some point they're going to need to chump here at these guys. Alright, so swing in. Direfleet Poisoner. Alright, yeah, that's good. Let's go ahead and get down a few more zombies before this happens, though. So let's go ahead and pay 1. Sack here. Get some zombies. Pay 1. Sack here. Get some zombies. Alright. And so that didn't have... Did he not put Death Touch there? Are we just having like really bad glitches here? Wait, Lookout Dispersals hit the other opening. Oh, yeah, that's right. When we were playing, that's right. It got countered. I was thinking it was gonna get bounced. You're right. I totally missed that. All right, perfect. That worked out very, very well. We'll play one more. Actually, we'll play a few more here at this one. Man, with so little sleep, I start missing out on what happened before. But we're playing Kilowafer, which is awesome. Wafers are good, by the way. I like the strawberry ones. All right, we're going to keep this. This isn't bad at all. I like it. Cabal Stronghold, I mean, it's kind of interesting with these lands because it only works with basic swamps. But the whole idea is that it works really well with Ravenous Harpy along the way. Mistcloak Herald, alright. This guy does nothing at this point now. Alright, so we'll play... we'll just play Cabal Stronghold and Doom to center. And swing in. Strawberry wafer life. Yes, yes, I am all about the strawberry wafers. That is definitely the way to go. All right, now this is mono blue tempo. No curious obsessions. That's always a good sign. That also means there's probably essence scatters or something here. Which, all right, chart of course. That's another one too. All of our stuff we're pretty okay with having die. All right, Overgrown Tomb. We're actually just gonna have this tapped, even though we can get down a Poisoner. I guess filling our board actually is worthwhile against this deck. I mean, they can grow pretty big as well, but going wide is kind of our thing. All right, down to 17, pass the turn. The main thing that they can do against us is bounce our stuff once it's actually down. And so getting everything down is pretty good for us. All right, Curious Obsession. Perfect. Probably could have held up Murder there as well. All right, hits us. They draw a card. All right, let's go to combat and attack in. And I'm trying to remember what all this plays. All right, so Merfolk Trickster, they play. We're going to... We'll let that resolve. I'm guessing they stop one of these guys from having Death Touch. Or this guy. I guess that's pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to murder here. Now that they don't have any protection. Get rid of the Curious Obsession for sure. They get to kill the Doom Dissenter without having it created a zombie. Yep, swings in for 2. Nightville Sprite. Okay. Oh man, let's go. We'll swing in with everything, I guess. We're okay with the Resembling Skeleton dying here. We can murder if we want to. And there is some reason to say that we should. Or could. I don't know. Nah, we'll just let 2 go through here. Play the Hired Poisoner. And do we play this untapped? I don't think so. Let's see. Do they have the Essence Scatter? Nope, no Essence Scatter. Overgrown Doom tapped. We'll just Reassembling Skeleton here at their end step. Opt. Okay. If we can go land, open the graves, I think we have a shot here. Maybe. They have a lot of stuff that we really can't block. All right. Yep, resolves, they get a Surveil. I really like Nightville Sprite with Curious Obsession. It is very fun because you get to see what you're going to draw into first and then draw it. Yep, damage down to 12. Chart of course, yep. All right, what you got? What you got? Mr. Kill Wafer. Oh man. So you know you are doing life right. You're living life right when you go to bed at 1:30 and instead of setting your alarm for later, you move it up because you're so excited to get up and do what you're going to do. Like my alarm normally goes off at 6:30, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna we're gonna get up a little bit early, 6 o'clock, get ready to go, and then I ended up not sleeping at all last night. But still, it's pretty awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and murder this Tempest Gen. And then we're going to swing in. If they block the skeleton, we have fungal infection here for the trickster. All right, yeah. Down to 8, pass the turn. We're in quite a bit of trouble if they start actually drawing creatures here that do stuff. I think they attack in with both here. And so we can fungal infection and block the Merfolk Trickster. If they have another one, we can't. Or counter here. Alright, so they do dive down. Okay, that's fine. So we have a 2-turn clock at the moment. Poison Tip Archer would help out a ton here. Alright, so swamp, go to combat, swing in, and pass a turn. So they have to hold back at least one blocker next turn. And any blocker they hold back, we can kill, pretty much. Yeah, Poison Tip Archer would be amazing here, especially if they swing in with both these guys. Alright, swings in with one. We are getting pretty dangerously low too, though. Like, if we don't kill him this turn... Ooh, okay. Man. Please don't be an Essence Scatter. If this is an Essence Scatter, I think we lose. Oh, it does survive. Okay, so swing in. We'll see if they can also Merfolk Trickster here as well. They let one die, and that's game. Oh man. Oh man. Taking down Mono Blue Tempo, which this was a little bit different build than the one that's been kind of taking over, but pretty close to the same thing. So, Mono Blue Tempo. This deck has been doing very, very well. All right, we'll go for one more game here before we jump over to our Dino Ramp deck, which if you're watching on YouTube, that'll be for tomorrow. But yeah, super, super fun deck. So excited for it. All right, here we are. Gordonius, bring it on, good sir. All right. Oh, man. Swamps, open the grave. I think we keep it just on because we haven't opened the grave and the mana to get there. We have a lot of cheap stuff to draw into as well. So, Hired Poisoner, pass the turn. I do like both of these. Fungal Infection is a really powerful combat trick that people don't always expect because it's not played that often. And it's pretty much as good as Moment of Craving for the most part, but for 2 mana. So go to combat, swing in, and Doom Dissenter. Grow our board, get ready for Open the Graves. If we can get down this Open the Graves before they play a Ritual of Soot, that would be amazing. Alright, pass the turn. Poison Tip Archer. Wouldn't mind drawing into green mana now. Yep, swing in. Dire Fleet Poisoner. Okay. Going to block the Doom Dissenter. Alright, now we will Fungal Infection. It dies anyway, but we at least get to kill them. And get a 2/2 and a 1/1 out of the process. Yep, we'll take that. Pass the turn. Forerunner. Alright, this is pretty cool stuff here. Is this Grixis or is this just Dimir? We'll see what they grab here. If it's Grixis, and then I think they have to go get Admiral Beckett Brass here. If not, I don't know what they get. Maybe just more Forerunner of coalitions. That's actually a really fun way to play. Ooh, okay, we'd have to... Oh, man. So they can, with their Kite Cell Freebird, they can either take the Murder or something else here. All right, so we're going to go to combat and attack in with these two. I mean, if they take the Open the Graves, we immediately murder. They're taking 3, down to 15, pass the turn. Yep, Kite Cell comes down, and we could just murder right away. They still get a look. They could be playing Spell Pierces here, though. Yeah, we'll let it resolve. Yep, takes the murder. And swings in. Yep, no blockers. Swamp. Alright, so we do get down this Open the Graves. Hopefully no Spell Pierce. Alright, good. Alright, and yeah, we swing in here and here again. I think our Ravenous Harpy might be the best draw here, and then hopefully like some Reassembling Skeletons would be great. Alright, so it is Grixis. They could bring down Admiral Beckett Brass here. Alright, swinging in for 3, no blockers. And another Forerunner. That can get pretty dangerous. Multiple of these can start draining you really, really quickly. Especially if they grab another one here. That's probably what I would do since I'm playing kind of slow here. Alright, that works too. I mean, that's on the top, though. They don't actually get to play it this turn. Alright, they get to play it this turn. And that's really bad for us. Oh, man. Well, we have to take 2 for this. Is it worth it? I think it, I mean, kind of is. Man, now they can just always swing in with this guy, and if we hold back, then we just lose as well. Man. I guess we can block here though. So yeah, no attackers. We need to find something good though soon. Otherwise, we're going to be drained out pretty quickly. Hey, Devin. Thanks for the deck. Yeah, so Devin did join us on the stream, and so this is your deck. I'm loving it. Thanks so much. And we've been doing really well with it. If you haven't seen so far, I think we've won 3, lost 1, if I'm counting right. And this one, unfortunately, I'm not so sure we have too much of a chance here. So I think they forgot that this has reach. If we can get murder out of that, that's not bad. Take 2. And we'll just block here. They could have shock here as well. There's a lot of things they can have. Buccaneers Bravado. Alright, that's bad. Did they play it on this guy? So that does kill it. We get our murder back. Do get a zombie. Oh, man. Lands again. Drawing into all sorts of land. And so when I was first looking at this deck, Devin, I was thinking that there was way too few lands. But playing it now, that's like all we're drawing into. So, all right. I guess Man, higher poisoners. Let's go to combat and attack in with one zombie here. Yep, take the damage. They know we have this murder. They might be holding up a negate or something. We'll pass the turn for now. As they play something, we'll murder one of these guys, because I think that's probably our only chance here. I don't know. Rigging Runner might be a little interesting now. Kite Self Freebooter. Alright, it can come down. I guess I should have hit those guys first, though. Yeah, they do get the trigger first off now. Let's just hit the... Man. Yeah, Forerunner of the Coalitions. Yeah, I agree. The issue with Arena is definitely that you either have all the mana or none of the mana, and there's really never a happy medium. I totally agree. It is very, very interesting how that works. All right, yeah, no blockers. Bringing down Rigging Runner again next turn. I mean, I guess I could have blocked with Higher Poisoner just to get the opening graves, but all right, Poison Tip Archer. All right. So if we block enough here, can we actually win this is the question. Yeah, this is a pretty good top deck. The issue is how many pirates can they play next turn? So we could swing in with one zombie and bring him down to 6, I believe. Actually, they can block here, so it doesn't really matter. So no attackers. Higher Poisoner could be okay, but I'd rather have him on the defense, I think, here. Yeah, oh, this is interesting. Dire Fleet Captain. Yep, down to 3. Dire Fleet Captain down to 2. Oh, man. And now... this is crazy. They can bring us down to 1. All right, so nothing. Hired Poisoner. So if they draw into... They didn't swing in with their Kite Self Rebooter last turn, so we do actually have one more turn here now. Oh, man. So if they swing all in next turn, we can block all the guys on the ground. If they draw into any pirate next turn, though, we're dead. So I think we have to wait for one more turn, though. I mean, I guess they didn't swing in because we have reach. That's right. We do have reach. But that's the only one that we can't we have to block everything else now. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, no Harpies, no skeleton guys at this time. Yeah, this has been a pretty interesting draw. We've had a lot of these poisoners, though. I think we've drawn into all of them. No, I guess not this time. All right, well, we're going to block here and here, and here, here, and here. And do they have a Buccaneers Bravado here again? If not, we actually have a shot here. They take damage. They're going to lose, and this is off any creature that dies. And so, is this enough? Oh my goodness, is this 7 points of damage right here? Okay, open the graves first. And this is exactly 7. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, that is awesome. Oh my goodness, that is so good. Oh. Yes, yes, yes. All right, that was beautiful. That is the way you want to be playing with with our poison tip archer, right there. All right, that is so much fun. So that is the deck here. I really like this deck, and I really was initially thinking that 20 lands wasn't enough. So I did go down the one Cabal Stronghold for a forest just because I was worried. I felt like if we're going to run into Assassin's Trophy, anything like that, I wanted the ability to draw it out. And Cabal Strongholds, I felt like with 20 mana wasn't quite right there. I mean, it's kind of back and forth. Though. You really can go either way. But anyway, this is the deck here. This deck is super, super fun. And like I said, really, really cheap when it comes to arena standards, as well as just any standard. This is a really cheap deck. But Open the Graves is the only rares that you have to have. You really can play any kind of land here, and it works out just fine. But this deck is super fun. I think there's a lot of fun stuff you can do with this. There's a lot of like you can come down a couple of things like you can go up some Moment of Cravings to maybe last a little bit longer for 2 Vicious Offerings. There's a lot of things you can do. You could also swap, Murders for Costly Plunders as well would be good. So there's a lot of really fun things with this deck. So super, super fun deck. Thank you, Devin, again for that. If you want your deck shown here, please join Patreon. As well as I will start doing some direct challenges on stream. So I am streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday in the mornings right now, and at the end of the stream, I will be playing against decks, and I'll probably be putting together a compilation of all the decks I play against. Probably on Sunday or something like that, like one day a week. And so thanks so much. That is it for this deck, and we'll hop into the next one on the stream. But thanks so much, and bye bye.